This is a tricky beat.
What is going on, ladies and gents? rHavox here, and I am back with a brand new YouTube video. And in today's video, we are going to go over this. Now, this list isn't confirmed, but it is a list of Modern Warfare kill streaks. Like I said, it's not confirmed. However, the source that leaked it, the Gaming Revolution, which is his YouTube channel, he's been right about a lot of things, especially when it comes to zombies for Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. He was either right or somewhat into the ballpark when he leaked this list and stuff that was going on with zombies. So let's get into what he said we're gonna have for Modern Warfare as far as kill streaks. Now, there are said to be 17 kill streaks, and we're gonna go through them one at a time. And I'm giving you my opinion on some of them, but not all of them, because of course a lot of them are just your standard things. So let's get into it. The first one that they said is your personal UAV, which is pretty much a UAV just for you, which is pretty cool. You know, sometimes you don't want your you don't want to share your UAV, you know, with people, because, you know, especially if it's based on kills and not points, you know, you're not gonna be getting the kills a lot of times with just the UAV. So I can see a lot of people running that. Next on the list is the shield turret, which is, sorry about that. The shield turret is next, which is, I don't know exactly what this would be, or shielded turret. Maybe it's almost like a sentry gun that you control, something that you place down and you have to be in it to use it. Then you got your standard care package. We all know what that is. Then you have a scrambler drone. This could be a counter UAV to scramble the UAV. It can also be you know, it can also be used to scramble equipment and stuff like that. Streaks, maybe keep them from calling it in. That seems like it'd be pretty cool. Next on the list is a cluster strike, which I think is gonna be kind of like your lightning strike from past games and stuff like that. Maybe come in and drop a cluster of bombs down. So it could be just one strike, you know, that comes in, or it could be multiple ones. Then on the list you have the cruise missile, which to me the cruise missile sounds kind of like the Predator, which would be amazing. I've been wanting the Predator missile back for a while, and not these cheap knockoff versions. Don't get me wrong, the Hailstorm and Black Ops is nice, but the Trinity rockets from Infinity Ward, theirs haven't been on point, you know. The Trinity rocket in Ghost, I didn't like it, and then the same for Infinite Warfare. I think they had a Trinity rocket too, or some variant of it, and I didn't just care for it, you know. The Hailstorm and the Predator missile is where it was at, and if this cruise missile can be anything like those two, we're gonna have a good streak there. Then you have your UAV, which is, this is UAV, it's for the whole team, which is very high on the list. Actually, it's maybe about 8th or 9th on the list. So that's interesting, how long it's going to last and how powerful it actually will be. Then you have a precision airstrike. This one, I think, you're going to be able to lay the airstrike down where you want it to be, and it'll maybe roll through or something. Cause it's weird having two types of strikes. You know, you have that cluster strike and then the airstrike. So I don't know what that's all about. Then you have what's called Wilson, which is a small remote tank. I could see this being controlled, and I also could see this maybe it could roam around like some of the other streaks we had in past Call of Duties. Now, you know, this one, I think this one could be in good use. You know, drop it on a flag, defend it, whatnot. Then we're starting to get into, now this is where we get into the good streaks, some of the old classics. You know, you had the chopper gunner. Some I've been wanting back since Modern Warfare 3. I think Modern Warfare 3 was the last one to have like a legit chopper gunner that you could get in. Well, no, Black Ops 2 had a chopper gunner of some sort, but something that you could get in. I feel like Call of Duty, that's one thing they're lacking a lot of, is streaks we can control. You know, like high streaks we can control. You know, like in this game, like the highest streak, you know, that it's the AC 130 or the gunship, which is called in this game. But that's like the best streak you can control. You know, you can't control the sniper's nest, you can't control the attack helicopter or anything like that. So this is finally a good streak that we can control. Like I said, I think that's one thing Call of Duty's been missing, is a streak we can control. Then you get to advanced UAV, which is something, you know, we didn't have in Black Ops 4 for some reason. I think you mean because they said pretty much recon. They said because of recon, that's why you can't have an advanced UAV, but that don't make no sense because we had a VSAT in Black Ops 3 and we also had vision pulse. So I don't understand why they didn't put an advanced UAV or a VSAT in the game. It's whatever. And this is the next one on the list is a white phosphorus, I think that's how you say it, pretty much a chemical strike, which is once again another strike. I can see this one being, you know, you come in and you maybe kind of like the napalm where you drop, like the napalm in Black Ops 1 where you drop a string of fire and you could kind of like block off a section of the map a little bit. I kind of feel like that's what this thing will do. It might drop bombs or drop a streak or something, and you have, you know, of course there's probably something to counter this, like tech mask or something that'll, you know, help with it. But I could see this like taking your life over a period of time, you know, the longer you stay in it, you know, and then maybe on the initial bombing it will kill you, but then as it lingers on the map, you know, it'll do extra damage to you. Then you have the VTOL, which is pretty much almost like a VTOL warship. It just said to be a fighter jet that hovers over the map. And if you do not understand what this sounds like the Harriers from Modern Warfare 2, which is my favorite kill streak of all time. This is exactly what it sounds like, and if that's what it is, amazing. You know, the Harrier for some reason did not make a return in Modern Warfare 3, even though it was an amazing kill streak. Oh man, if this is anything like the Harrier, that's gonna be amazing. I don't think it is, but I don't think it's gonna be exactly like the Harrier, but it's gonna be amazing. Oh, my computer went off. Okay, it's back. The next on the list we have the Juggernaut, which everybody knows what that is. It's a guy in a suit. We actually seen a screenshot of it. It's the guy in the suit and he's holding like a death machine or something like that. And you know, you probably got an amazing amount of life. You probably move a little slow, but you have that death machine which you get to put in work. Then you have the Pavlo, which is a classic from the Modern Warfare series. It's pretty much a helicopter that has a pretty good amount of damage. You know, it's kind of like the helicopter in this game, Black Ops 4. Just hover over the map and just shred enemies and stuff like that. And then you have another classic coming in, the AC-130. Amazing kill streak from the Modern Warfare series. You know, can't wait to use it if it is coming back. And then finally, another streak that has not returned since Modern Warfare 2, and that is the Nuke, a 25 kill streak. And they said it would also be a game-ending at the moment streak. So pretty much a game-ending kill streak like Modern Warfare 2. That is going to be amazing. And also, they said that one thing, you know, it's going to actually be kill streaks now, and not a score streak. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Do you want score streaks or do you want the return of kill streaks? But guys, I'm running out of time. That is the list, and until next time, later.